you doing, Kip? Kipper? Hey, bud. Hey, bud. Oh, there you are. You poo-poo? Go poop. Hurry up. All right, I'm just checking out the microphone to see if I got it in a good spot for it to work. So you go ahead and do your duty. All right, do your duty, bud. All right, hold on. Let me check on and see if microphone's working. Man, my truck's dirty. Oh, that's country living for you. Just want to show you. No, you're not getting in now, bud. So I'm gonna get these two old phones fixed. One's a Note 3 and one's a Note 4. I'm gonna get those fixed on the 1st on payday, and I'm gonna use those cameras. I'm gonna use those for cameras as well, and maybe even set one of those up with this microphone, because an awesome subscriber, I think I already showed you guys this setup, right? But I couldn't get it to work, or I couldn't get it to work right. So then had another subscriber send me this thing to add to it. So I just got this. So this part is wireless, but then this goes around my ear and comes down by my mouth. Because what it is the microphone they give you that hooks to your collar on this doesn't pick up my voice enough when I'm working or talking straight ahead. If I'm pointing down and looking at the mic, yeah, it works great. So this one goes over your ear and comes out by your mouth. And so that way I'll be able to talk as I work and stuff like that. So we're gonna give that a try. But not today. I need to bring this in though and get that set up. So actually, I think I was gonna take it to the gym and do my project at the gym. Huh. Well, we'll see. Oh, while I'm here, I wanted to show, I might even edit this part out right here. Let me put this down on the ground. But this is what I was talking about for how to set up your bucket for wood carving. It's a little mess right now. You can go in there if you're cold. Go on. Get up on the seat and relax. It's cold out, guys. So what do I have in here? Oops. Pressing buttons on the phone by mistake. I don't know if you guys can hear me. Kipper's complaining over there because it's cold. So what we got is, if you look, I got my carving tools right there, the V-shaped tools and things like that in that gray thing. I've got a level right here, or sorry, a square right here. Let me just pull that out real quick. It's perfect size square for the smaller wood. Got a flashlight in here. This Rain-X is for cleaning the truck windows. That doesn't go in there. I got some beef jerky for when I'm out hiking and I want a snack while I'm carving. I got a little bag. Oh, that's... How does this stuff fall in here? I think my grandson put some stuff in here when he was back there. This is for my business. When I'm selling books at carnivals and festivals and things like that, I can take credit cards. It's got a little dustpan in it. It's got... Oh, those are batteries for the other thing. And that's my GoPro thing for the smartphone. Like I said, my grandson's been in here messing around, but sorry, it's dirty. But normally it's not. And this goes in here. Actually goes in one of these doodads. Anyways, you can see, so I've got some tools in here. I've got my knives in here. This is a V-shaped tool. I've got hook-shaped knife. I got a couple of projects I'm working on in here. So this is portable. So if I'm at my grandson's house and I want to carve, and this is what I'm working on right now. I'm almost done with it, I think. I'm actually make these into ornaments for Christmas, I think, to give to people. I want to make one for my grandson and my new granddaughter that was just born. That one's almost done. And this one I'm still working on. Not sure. I think it's going to be just a tall snowman, but it's not turning out the way I thought it was going to turn out. But we'll see. Anyways, I got wood in here, carving wood. I got a strobe down in there. I got a little dustpan and brush to clean up. I got some more stuff down in there. I always cut myself, so I got this, and I also have on the ready. Check it out. I got Band-Aids, yes, and ointment in there, antibacterial ointment. Anyway, so if you can see, I'm trying to show you in the bottom here is some trash and some stuff down the bottom. It's carvings. So I carve right over this, and then whatever I miss, I can pick up. This is a nice little setup. And if you guys remember, I was showing you guys the bucket system, this tool system that you get, and it's a great thing to carry around, you know, on the go. Bring my carvings with me wherever I want, wherever I go. I mean, wherever I go. So, pretty cool. So, I'm going to leave this in here for now. And I know my truck's a mess, but that's what happens when it gets cold and snowing. Don't get out to clean the truck out very much. We're going to leave all that right there. So, the whole point of that was what? Oh yeah, the microphones. So, I'm really hoping you guys can hear me right now. This is the introduction for, what episode are we on, buddy? 26. Oh, you shivering? It's cold, huh? We're gonna go inside in a minute. Let's just go for a little walk, okay? We'll go for a little walk. Yeah? Come on. Let's go for a little walk. We'll talk about episode 26. I actually started working on episode 26, and somehow I missed the whole section of, what are they doing out there? Are they hunting? Oh no, he's getting his, remember last time I said there was no windows? Can we zoom in on that? Can you see way back there, guys? If you remember last time, I said the guy didn't have any windows facing out where the deer actually are. So he's out there working. I don't know who that is. That's not our property, or that's not my landlord's property. So I don't know who that is, but looks like he's out there. I see some plywood down on the ground. Looks like he's working on it, getting ready for hunting season. Yep. So, but looks like there's a window now, facing the right way where the deer are. Doubt the deer will be coming over there today. Maybe that's why this last night, yesterday, they were all the way over on the far side over here. Instead of being over here, they were way over there. Anyways, let's take a walk over here because I want to show you guys. Hold on, I gotta put my glove on. My hands are freezing. Burr, huh, bud? Let's see if I can get over here. Anyways, I'm going to walk you to the edge of the property. I'm going to show you where I'm going to do an overnighter. I mean, I thought about just going, oh, it's soggy over here. Thought about going over to a campground. I might do that. I might go to a campground this first winter camp. When the snow comes, I might just go to a campground. But I want to go back here, and I talked to the landlord, and he told me the property goes, you having a good time? You're having a good time, aren't you? He loves being out here. I want to take this little guy with me, but he sure gets cold really easily. So, from what I understood from the landlord is this property, oh look, there's another hunter's perch back in there too. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. I don't take my gloves off to zoom in. Or can I zoom in like this? Nope, that didn't work. Like that? Nope. Sorry about that. Now I've just lost my glove again. I'm gonna try to set this up so I can keep talking to you guys. But it's not gonna work, is it? Oh well, just point at the ground. Hopefully it doesn't fall. To edit that part out. All right. Yeah, so I don't know if you could see the other hunter's perch over there. I tried to zoom in and it wouldn't work. I'm gonna try again. Did that work? See it over there in the wood line? Anyways, so if you go past this large tree right here, past this large oak tree, keep going towards those birch trees over there. The property extends all the way into those woods. So that's where I was in a camp, is in those woods over there, and make a shelter. So I'm still thinking about that. I've got some medical issues going on right now. Some kind of scary ones, so I'd appreciate some prayers. Means a lot to me if you guys would pray for me. A little scary what's going on, but anyways, back to episode 26. It's really pretty out here, isn't it? Yeah, it's all wet right now, and I don't have any boots on, so Kipper's complaining. So we're not going to explore that area. We're just going to walk along the property. Oh, there's another hunter's. That's a new hunter's perch out there. That's brand new. If you guys can see it all the way across the property. Let's see. Straight back where I'm pointing. My gloves are on. I'm not taking them off again. So I'm having to use my nose. I'm using my nose as a my finger. And did you ever know that works? Your nose works. So I don't know if I have everything on my nose right now, but it works. And yeah, I'm growing out the gray beard for Christmas so I can play Santa. So yeah. What else is up? Oh, episode 26, guys. I have no idea if you can see me. That's the only thing bad about using a smartphone is you can't tell. That's all messed up. Something on my screen. Sorry, guys. Edit that out. It's the only part about using a smartphone is if you want to use the wide angle lens and not the selfie lens, you can't really do portrait type videos without because you don't know what you're pointing at. Can you stop complaining? Jeez. Can we just enjoy a little walk together? Huh? Anyway, so episode 26, had to make some changes because I don't know how, but I jumped ahead and I started making the video and I realized, like, man, I'm missing a whole section of construction. Like the floor, you know. The flooring goes in. The black vinyl marble flooring goes in on the overhead. And I didn't have that on the edit part. You know, I was like right into the other part of finishing the back end of the walls and other things. So, man, it's pretty out here. It's cold, but it sure is pretty. Look at that. Gorgeous, right? Just gorgeous. I do love country living, but I don't like it when there's no. Let's walk up here. This guy's having a good old time. I don't like it when there's no civilization around for an hour, hour and a half drive, or 2-hour drive. That's not my idea of country. I mean, when I grew up, there was country living, you know, lots of dairy farms and things like that. But, you know, you had so many cities close by that, you know, you didn't have to go without. Like, I didn't have to drive. I didn't have to drive an hour and a half to the gym, you know. going to the gym takes 3 to 4 hours out of my day if I do cardio and weights. There's another hunter's perch over there. You wanna walk down here with me, bud? Yeah, you do. This guy right here, he's such a good boy. Some people are commenting on him and saying one of my subscribers said something about, it was written in German, so I had to figure it out. But he pretty much saying that Kipper was the one really in charge. He's the one, you know, he's the one with all the attention, and it's true. Little ladies man right here. You see when we go out, everybody's like, oh, he's so cute. Huh, buddy? You little hound? Little hound dog? So, all right, back to what I was talking about before. Can you imagine what I was like as a teacher? Man, the kids loved it. They loved getting the professor to talk about different things because I would just talk. It's really pretty over there. We're gonna walk just to that part and then come back. So, episode 26, I had to go back and change it. So what I was working on before is now episode 27. And then episode 26, which will be uploaded today, it's Sunday. I finished it's actually a good video for learning how to install, you know, that self-adhesive vinyl tiles. You know, I tell you how to do it, you know. But again, I don't take responsibility for your project. This is my projects. Here's all the hurricane. Here's all the tornado damage, that last one that came through here in August. Look at that. Crazy. Where'd you going, bud? Where you going, bud? You're having a good old time, aren't you? Yeah, he's 7 years old now. Well, he'll be 7 in January, so he's actually going to surpass me in age pretty soon. And gotta make sure he loves to sleep. He loves to snuggle. He's content if he doesn't do anything all day. So I made a commitment. I told my wife I made a commitment to making sure that he and I play ball, do something, maybe go for a walk. But at the least, we're gonna play fetch. You know, down the hallway. 10 times. Because he runs, he goes crazy when it's fetched. You guys seen the videos. When he plays fetch, he loves playing fetch. He needs some exercise, you know. I want him to. They were supposed to live 19, 20 years. So, and you guys know he's our world. He's my world. This dog really helped me with my PTSD, and never took medication for PTSD. I refused to. I just used a therapy dog with this guy right here. He still goes with me to movies and things like that, or places like, sometimes he'll go into the VA with me when I don't feel comfortable, when I feel like I'm gonna have a rough time. What is all this? Oh boy, deer tracks. Look at that, Kip. What is that? We got deer tracks over here, bud. Look at this. Deer are over here. So I told you they were right over here yesterday. There's the house back there. Want to turn around now? Want to turn around? This is so pretty out here. I want to show you this valley. Especially when it's green, it's really pretty. Now I would like to go camping back in there, but I don't know who owns that property. I'd have to get permission. I have a concealed carry. I would always carry that with me. But, Minnesota laws are concealed carry. You bring it pretty much anywhere you want, but if you're told that you have to leave, you gotta leave. Otherwise, you're trespassing with a weapon. At least that's my interpretation of the law. All right, bud, we're gonna head back. Come on, big guy. Come on, big guy, let's go. Anyways, oh wow, the wind is blowing. Sorry about that. I think the wind's. Let's try to block I may have to walk backwards. so the wind doesn't mess up the mic. I'm walking backwards now, which is hard for me to do with my leg. Anyways, I will just walk backwards and point at this until the wind stops blowing. So episode 26, you guys are going to enjoy me putting in the vinyl floor. And at one point I'm like, man, I don't think this stuff is going to stick very well. And sure enough, it does. I mean, as soon as it was down, like, you couldn't move it. It was done. And then you try to peel it off and it just crumbles. It's stuck so well. Kipper's like, why are you walking backwards? Why are you walking backwards, Pops? Did the wind stop yet? So I can stop looking like a fool? Look at all that. There's even more like further down that way. Oh, wow, that wind is sharp. I'm probably gonna stop talking here in a minute just so I can get back. Sorry about the wind, guys. It wasn't windy a minute ago. That's the joys of Minnesota. You never know. Look at the telephone pole. Totally bent from the last tornado. Anyways, so yeah. So Kip, episode 26, I install, see now the wind stopped, the vinyl flooring. And that takes up a lot of the video. So after that, I pretty much, all I do a lot of talking in this video, and I apologize for that. I don't know why I did. Sometimes I do and sometimes I don't. Sometimes I think I'm just in so much pain that I just put my head down and just work. Other times I just feel like I don't talk enough, so then I talk a lot, but then the way the video is edited, you guys get more talking sometimes and less other times, so I apologize for that. So I think after the floor is put in, the only thing I do after that is build the shelf for the microwave / convection oven. And that goes right underneath the fridge area. I'm gonna do it my style, and it's all gonna be open for ventilation with the 1x2s spaced out for ventilation. Actually, in the future, I do put a vent right behind there. I'll show you that later. I got 4 of them. I'll be installing like that. And from what I've read and researched, it seems like this 4 system style that I'm going to be doing is going to be really good for keeping the airflow going in the camper. Anyways, maybe I'll just run in here real quick and show you what I'm talking about in the shop. I'm not working in the shop today. I'm gonna get the video. I'm gonna finish editing the video. Yeah, sorry about the wobbliness. That's my leg. It does that. Whew. Cold now. All right. This was swept up. Look, the wind blew it all back in again. We're only going to be here for a minute, bud. Let's turn. I don't know if I need all the lights on. This camera does a pretty good job of picking up the details, even when it's not very bright out. Anyways, this wall and both these walls I took out to work, and turn this light off here. My bench is pulled out to work as well. Can't really put that bench back in until I get my big window. I'm hoping to get a window soon. Get at least one side done. Yeah, you can see, look, we got a subscriber came over and helped me. We got 2 layers of insulating foam up in there. I don't think I'm using spray foam. I got everything really tight. There's that one gap right there. I just saw that. But other than that, it's really, both pieces are tight. And I don't want the spray foam pushing out the wall, sorry, the ceiling. Either layer of plywood, messing it up. And they're not attached. They're just set up there to see where like the air conditioner's going there. The other vent's been moved, but it goes there. And then the max fan goes where that light is. So in episode 26, I installed this floor right here. And even dirty, man, this thing, and it's got some scuff marks on it, but I think I can buff those out from working. Episode 26, I get this installed, and it took a while. A lot of videoing of that. Then the next thing I do is, hey bud, come in here. Is I install this shelf right here. Come on up here. Can you do it this time? You see him in the video. Look at his tail wagging. Come on, get up here. You see him in the video. He can't figure out how to get up here. Come on, look. Come on. Good job. Good boy. You did it. Wow, buddy. You did it. Good job. I'm proud of you. Yeah. So the other thing I do is get this shelving installed. And I put the knobs in and everything. I do it all at once. And then that's permanently part of that. It's got a stain on it. And there's that vent I was talking about back there. That vent system. So the microwave / convection oven's gonna go there. And then, you know, the fridge goes on top here, and it's got its own cabinet. And make sure there's no mice back there. I got the dryer sheets back there so the mice don't get in there. Yeah. So yeah, I had to mix it up, and then the next video has a lot of little jobs. Like on the next video after, so 26, so 27, which I've already worked on, editing it. I go ahead and fill in the window. You know, I framed out. All right, you can get down. Stop being a little baby. There you go. There you go. And I put this vinyl up. I really like this vinyl. It does need glue though. Learn from my mistakes. You need to use glue when you're dealing with even though, okay, see this now, this did not need glue. This solid stuck, it's not moving at all. But the stuff on the walls, it's fine now, but you'll see me fixing this as I go along. Anytime I see a bubble or a pocket, I pull up that sheet of tile and I glue it, and I use this really awesome, it's not in here, but the most powerful spray adhesive you can buy is what I'm using to attach it now. So I've got a couple areas up there we noticed. Was it last night when we were in here? Yeah, so last night we noticed a couple areas in the front that have to be pulled up and glued. So other than that, I've been checking as I go along, and it's solid. That's never gonna come down, as far as I know. But yeah, I'm really happy with the way it's insulating. It's actually warm in here compared to outside right now. I love it. This staple gun's been amazing. That's what I've been using on the ceiling. This piece goes right here, along here, and I gotta cut out the hole for the vent. All right, I'm gonna stop talking now because I'm already at like 20 something minutes. For an intro, I'm gonna have to edit it down. But this place is a mess. It's gotta be cleaned up. But today, here's Kipper's chair, where he sits, the boss man. And there's that bucket I talk about at the beginning of the video being used. It's got tools in it, and I organize all my drill bits and stuff like that in here. I'll show you that real quick. See, drill bits and everything are organized. I love it. Works out really well, especially when I got another one for the electrical stuff. So I'm gonna set that up. Once I start doing electrical components, I'll set that up. But for now, it is what it is. All right, guys, I'm gonna take off, get back inside and finish editing and upload that video so you guys can have it for Sunday night. I imagine it'll take an hour to upload, hour and a half, 2 hours. So maybe by 8 tonight you'll have it. I'm still learning how to do, oh, let me turn the camera around and just talk to you real quick as I turn these lights off. Listen, I really hope my nose isn't running. That's gross. I'm turning these lights off. Oh, you can see me now. But what was I gonna say? Oh, so I'm still learning sponsors and things like that. I don't. All I know is I need 1,000 to get commercial sponsors. I believe it is 1,000 subscribers, and I appreciate you guys subscribing and liking my videos and viewing them and giving me lots of hours of view time. It means a lot, and I'm really working towards this brand. It's going to get there. I have faith. I have confidence. We got a quality show here, and you guys are giving me a lot of encouragement, and it means a lot. I have no idea if the camera can catch me right now or what. If I'm just talking to myself. Hey, where are you going? Don't be running after no animals. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh, so there's a thing called Patreon or Patreonus or something like that where you can have people sponsoring you monthly. I don't know if you guys would be interested in helping me do that. I don't even know how to set it up. So this next few weeks, as well as video editing, as well as working on the camper, as well as doing my studies, as well as doing my book stuff and doing the doctor stuff, maybe even have surgery, I need to look into figuring out how that works. So if you guys know how that works and you want to help me with that, I'd appreciate just, letting me know. Mean a lot to me. But yeah, thanks guys for watching. Let me turn these lights off. Thanks for the support and the love, the encouragement. It really means a lot to me. I will get this video uploaded soon, and Kipper and I will get working and edit some more videos while it's cold as not out here. And for now, we'll shut the shop up. All right, let's go inside, bud. Go inside, get some more work done. All right, he's cold. He's like, I'm out of here. All right, guys, love you. Be good to each other. And please keep telling people to subscribe and keep adding those subscriptions. It means a lot to me. Oh, my microphone fell down. This is something I gotta work on too. Pick this up and get this other microphone working. Excited about that. All right, guys, love you. Talk to you soon. Be good to each other. Good night. Good day, whatever it is. And I can't turn my camera off because, use my nose. Late. Just made the long trip back from Home Depot. Probably should just go in and lay down, but I'm too excited. I don't know if I showed you everything that I got from Home Depot, but made the decisions with the wife's help about what we're gonna do, and it's gonna be awesome. I'm really excited about it. So I kind of want to go ahead and maybe install the floor in the overhead compartment right now. And so let me get some of this set up so I can do that. Where's all my camera stuff? Oh, how nice it fell over. Isn't that special? Alright, so that'll be for that camera. This camera, I'm gonna set up right over here. How am I gonna do this? So it's really dark out, a little windy. The temperature is like perfect, so I don't want to miss out on a good update at work just because I'm hurting. You know what I mean? Just want to keep going. Just talking to my aunts on the phone. And let's see. Put the Home Depot stuff right there. Or put Home Depot stuff on the table. So for now, let's make this let's see what we got here. And I'll bring the Home Depot stuff in. Yeah, so anyways, I was talking to the aunt on the phone. She's coming out in October, and then I just got family in Connecticut, and family everywhere. And with my body, I need to be able to be in warm areas. I just can't handle this cold weather. It's like we're gonna be here for another winter. I really want to get this done, but I don't know if it's going to happen. We got August, September, October, basically. I got 3 months to finish. And I got to have the finances to do it too. And I'm trying to get sponsors, and I don't know how to do it. So if you guys know how to get sponsors, let me know, because I need windows, and that's what's holding me up right now. I got to put 2 windows in the front. So I can start putting up the siding on the inside. And then I gotta get the siding for the outside too. And I need the doors. One door. I'm gonna do 1 door. And the camper stands. I just, yeah. I'm getting to the point now where there's still a lot to be done, but there's still not a lot to be done, you know? These are gonna go back to Home Depot. They are way too heavy. Like, I just realized that you only get like, how many, look at this. It's a ripoff. It's a total ripoff. This comes in 1 box. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus 1 in there, 6 pieces, 7 pieces. And so so basically I will need 1, 2, 3, I need 4 of these. And each box weighs 40 pounds? So that's 120 pounds. 160 pounds in that truck camper. I don't want to do that. It's heavier than all the furniture I've made. So we're going to take this back to Home Depot. I'm going to exchange it for the vinyl siding. Ouch, my finger. All right, here we go. What do we got? What do we got going on here, people? Let me open the door, though. Air in here. Really windy. I lost my glove. Oh, there it is. All right. I got a big old, some type of bite. I think it's a spider bite. You can see that from there. So it looks like it's working its way. It might actually be forming an abscess underneath my skin. I gotta keep an eye on it. But that was Tuesday. I don't know if I told you that. When I went to Lake Itasca, I came in here to get our floats out of these containers, and didn't notice some things until later. I felt pain, but I noticed a mark there. I think on the way to Itasca, on the way to the lake, and I thought it was a splinter. Then as it swelled and got painful, I was like, yeah, something bit me, stung me, whatever. Anyways, so I'm wearing gloves now in here all the time. I didn't wear gloves that day. All right, well, all I did was, let me correct myself. All I did was come in here to get the stuff out of the containers, but I had to go search through a couple of them and move stuff around. I think something got me then. But even if I'm going to do that, I'm going to wear gloves. So I'm going to wear gloves all the time in here. So what do we got here from Home Depot? I told you before, it's like going to Christmas. I think I showed you these things before. So this bucket top actually fits. Really excited about that. And this is the bucket organizer. I think I already showed you how those work. But just in case I didn't. So these things simply, I always leave this stretchy cord on here because you can add a tool to that or something, you tie something there. So you just need to take off the paper. Let me take my gloves off. After just talking about how I'm always going to wear them. It was not out. Oh, it's just fly. I'm paranoid now. That's done. Don't want to happen again. Alright, so it's just a husky. It's called a Bucket Jockey. A bucket jockey. Get off me, fly. Go away. You can see how everything's organized in there. I remember my dad and I used to, this is maybe that's why I'm doing it, because it's kind of nostalgic, but it's also a great thing. These buckets, plaster, sheetrock plaster. We use tons of these things. When I worked for my father in his construction remodeling business, and then when I worked for another guy, and another guy, and another guy. Anyways, these buckets were always like thrown away, so my father and I would always keep them. And we put stuff in, we store stuff in them. We started carrying our tools around in them. And then he either made something to organize the tools in there, or he found something, like a rare find. But now they actually make them to fit the buckets. Pretty cool. A couple dollars. I mean, can't go wrong. I need some toolboxes, because I told you 1,000 million times my stuff's in storage in Missouri. So I need to organize my tools a little bit better so I know where everything is. So just slide this. It's got these little folds. Slide this in right over the bucket. Actually, I think I want to use the blue bucket for this one. Hold on. I'm going to use the blue bucket for this because I already have one of the orange ones. The orange one is going to hold all of the construction type materials, screws, drill bits. This one is going to be for all of my electrical stuff that I've got to do for the camper. So we're going to, same thing, find out where the handle goes, where it connects. Throw it on there. You put the center piece in the center, of course. And you just stretch out over the bucket. Before you do that, make sure it's lined up. Where'd it go? The end of the handle and the other end of the handle need to be lined up. It has a little recess. And then when you make sure, if you want to use the handle like I do to carry stuff, you got to make sure that you put the handle on the other side of the material. It's kind of hard doing it while leaning over everything. Come on. Ouch. Get in there. You just pull it down. It lines up. And then pull the inside down. Better on this one than that one. It's a nice little tight form fit right there on the top. So you see how that works? Let me fix this real quick. There's a little stretchy cord right here. I'll use it to connect, I don't know, put your keys on there. Keys that you need for opening locks. Things like that. Obviously keys open locks. But you're going to need like master locks for the shop and things like that. Put a little knife on there. Little lanyards are always good to have. And do little knives if you don't lose them. So that's that. That's done. That's ready to go. Oh, and then this part, top piece, I love it. You guys remember that video I did before? It was a smaller one. It said, same thing, it said, bucket organizer, sits on the top of your bucket. Well, they didn't mean it. They meant like a little child's bucket. They didn't mean big man bucket, you know. So I didn't pay attention to the gallon size, I guess. Maybe I should have done that, but I kind of feel like I was gypped. But now they came out with these. At least I just found them myself. I don't know if you guys found them before. And that's actually what I'm going to do with them. I'm going to organize all the connectors inside here for the electrical work I'm doing on the camper. Great place to put it. I'll remove the stickers later. For now, oh, is this not fitting? Did it just get broke again? Does it only fit on this one? How is that even possible? Oh, it's. Try it again, son. Fitting awkward. Huh. Well, I might have to use the other bucket. For some reason it doesn't want to fit on this. That's weird. Like, why would it fit on the same for all the buckets? It fits perfectly on that bucket. Even with the it's just this piece right here catching me. Oh, look at the difference, guys. This one's shorter. So this piece that hangs down, where it's supposed to meet the bucket handle, it's not long enough. This needs to be taller. So it's bunching up and stopping the lid from going on. Well, learn from my mistakes, like I always say. FYI, you can't use the cheap Walmart buckets for the organizers. You've got to use the Home Depot buckets. So, you know, all I want to do is put my floor in, and everything's stopping me. Yeah, this smaller bucket is so weird. I thought they were the same size buckets. What part are you using, though? Alright, let's try that again. I'm actually using one of these, Doug, the outside Doug, or Doug the outside guy? No, anyways, he's a great guy. I love his channel. Seems to be a great guy. I like him a lot. Never met the guy, but I feel like I know him. Isn't that how YouTube works, right? I bet you guys think you know me too, but you probably think that I'm just some crazy old disabled veteran, which is true. But anyways, back to Doug. Okay, so what was I going to tell Doug? Oh, Doug, pay attention. Take one of these things. If you don't have one, maybe I can mail you one. But this is a great organizer for my tools for carving that I'm learning how to carve from you. So I'll give you a little lesson back. This thing's awesome. Look in here. Let me put it together. All these pockets for your knives. And all the other pockets for your, what's it called, stroke? See, I'm all new to that stuff. I do have some carving videos of me learning how to carve. Maybe that'll help you guys learn how to carve, I figured. But I fell in love with it. I remember my grandfather taught me about carving back in the day. Look at that, it's so much better. A long time ago when I was a child. And I posted this in the video. Well, you haven't seen the video yet. For the carving video. All
just feel like I'm repeating myself, right? And this is me without coffee. Imagine if I drink coffee, would I do that? Alright, yeah, that fits so much better. This one is just awkward looking. I don't know what to do with that, but anyways, this is for Doug. So Doug, if you look inside here, I'll show you my bucket that I've organized for carving. But you have all these pockets for your knives, outside pockets for your tools and things, and your wood. And you can see actually what I'll do is not to make a mess in the house for the wife. She got kind of a little bit upset at the time when I got shavings everywhere because it tracks everywhere. Anyways, I've been carving her with this bucket, and I can save my shavings. And then also I've been using the shavings to add with some other material. I'll show you that later to make little fire starter kits. I'll show you that video or that lesson another day. But anyways, so this one. Look at that, beautiful. So this is going to be the electrical one. I wanted to do the blue, so it's different from the other orange one. But I'll label it here or something. That's done. Let me make sure the recorder's still going. And it is. 13 minutes of rambling. Next up, I'll show that last because I gotta do that over there. So, what are these, I was just thinking, sorry. I was just thinking how I've always made them work. I've always made these discs work. But some of them have, some sanders have 5 holes, some have 8 in the bottom of the, I'll have it out here. And then the bottom of the sanding paper, in the bottom of the actual sander, there's the screw holes where you can replace that pad. And that's where the Velcro is attached, or it's called hook and lock now, because Velcro is trademarked or something, but whatever. When I was growing up, it was Velcro. So, what they're saying is that this one is universal, and I was reading, that's why I got quiet. This one's universal, so it fits both the ones with 5 holes and the ones with 5 holes, yeah. And I have the one with 5 holes. So you're just saying it's like a pentagon, you match up the 5 bigger ones, and then all 8 of them will line up. So I like that because I've been using the other ones that don't line up, and my pads are always off a little bit. So maybe that'll make a difference in sanding. So now I helped my daughter refinish that dresser. So I went through a lot of pads because that stuff that you put on there to peel off the old varnish and to peel off the old stain is really sticky. And I didn't want to spend hours sitting there scraping by hand. And plus the wood was chipping a little bit when I was, if you notice when I was scraping, sometimes the wood would chip. I didn't want to mess up the dresser. So I went to sanding. So I went through all my sanding pads basically. So what do we got here? We got, start with the lowest. We got 60 grit. I usually use I like 40, 80, and 120. There's a 40 grade variance between each one, but this will work. 60, 80, 120. That's for the hand sander, which I will be using in there again. You guys seen me use that already. I'm gonna put those in there. We got more liquid nails. Last time I went through all 4 or all 3.5. Put the top piece of plywood in the dead area. So, whoops. It's good to have those. I don't really have an idea in mind right now what I'm going to use except for the pieces that I still have to do in the back of the camper. So maybe I'll use up then all of it there. Piece of trash. Oh, this is a rope for the canoe. Nice thick heavy rope that I've got to make a handle, a tie-up handle in the front of the boat. And then also I'm going to use it, I don't know how long it is. 50 feet, that's plenty. I'm going to make an anchor too, so we're going to use this for the anchor. Get that out. Oops, I'm starting to sound like a Canadian because I live so north now. Ooh, eight. So what else I got here, I have more spray foam because I love this stuff. And I gotta finish putting in my insulation over there. You guys see that? So we can throw all this new stuff in the plug. more sanding. Let's see. So again, I went ahead and got, I do have a pretty new one. I probably should have just went ahead and bought one. Well, I do have again, this is 50. I wish it was 40. I like 40, 80, and 120 is what I use. But this is with a table sander. It's 4x36. So I got a 120 because we killed that the other day when I was doing the bench, and a new 50. 80 is still kind of good. Well, I'm gonna have to replace that soon. This is for the tile. Save our bags. Well, so I'll show you the picture close-up of this, but this is going to be in its self-adhesive, and it's really thin. What is that, like a 32nd or maybe a 16th of an inch thick? It's nice and light. I think I'm going to use this on my wall, and then this is how I go with this. And remember, I told you I was taking back the other flooring. It's just too thick, too heavy. And I like the idea that this is self-adhesive. It's going to stick. So we're going with a marble look on the floor. It's a little bit lighter, a little bit thinner. So this is going to be my flooring. And then to offset that, you're going to have the lights. I don't know how good this is showing on the video. I apologize. This is going to be the light wall. So, and then I didn't want to have wood on the walls, wood furniture, and then a wood floor. So that's the reason why I decided to go with the dark, like a marble-looking floor. Okay. So I'm going to show you that in a minute. But for now, tonight I want to get this done. Oh, and you're laughing about my ab roller. I'm going to get some ab exercise in here later. So I don't have room to use a floor roller, and those are what, 80, 100 pounds. I'm not putting that up on top of the camper. So you can also use a rolling pin. Well, I think this is actually better than a rolling pin. It's soft, and all you do after you got your floor down, you're just going to roll it down, get all the bubbles out. I'll put my weight into it, and I'm 220 something pounds, so it'll be fun. I keep thinking I'm done. I went ahead and got some more clamps. I'm not particularly fond of the wall clamps. I really like the blue clamps, but those are from Lowe's. I may end up just ordering some. Well, I figured I'd give these a shot. They weren't too bad of a price. And I need more. I don't happen to always run out. You guys see me looking for the clamps all the time. I'm always need one more or something. And I've lost one. I don't think it's here. I might be at my daughter's house because I had to fix those drawers. You'll see in the video for her dresser that we finished. All right, let me take this apart and change my cameras around. I'm going to set up a staining area. That's what these are for. These bad boys right here, the same things I have underneath this table. And I'll show you again how I showed you in the past how I made this table so it's sturdy and strong. I'm going to do the same thing over there, and that's going to be the staining center because I'm going to have a lot of stuff. I don't know if you guys saw that video already. Yeah, I showed you on the way in. All the furniture stacked over there has to be stained and varnished, actually using the gel, the polyurethane gel. Less messy, it's really protected, it's really pretty. But that has to be done somewhere. It has to be with a lot of light, so I'm going to set up another table over there. This is my construction table. That'll be my staining table over there. All right? So, that's it. These things are easy enough. Pop them down. That's done. Same thing with this one. I mean, you can't beat it for $20. Get two of them for $20. $19. It might be $24. That might be the clamps. But these are going to go here, right here, and later. I'm gonna set it up probably tonight too. All right, guys. I'm gonna have to move the camera around. I gotta get going. You see why I have to edit my videos? Because I ramble, and then I stop talking like I just did. Plus, if I'm in here for 4 hours, you guys don't need to sit there for 4 hours and watch the video. So I'll speed it up and save you guys the agony of watching me be a goof for 4 hours straight. So you get 4 clamps in this one. I think they look the same way. These a little bit shorter, so they're just like mid-size. I think the blue ones are longer. I'm missing one of the smaller blue ones. I'm really hoping it's at my daughter's house. But pretty nice. You just pull on this part right here to adjust the size, and then when you get to the close to the size you want, pull the trigger and it clamps down. Yeah, these are smaller than the other blue ones, so basically I'm in between sizes. So let's see which ones I like better. But when you work by yourself, you seriously need some good clamps, and I think eventually I'm going to have to get some longer clamps as well. Because when you work by yourself, and especially working with 2x2s and 1x3s and 1x2s and such, you get pretty warped, don't they? So you got to bend that out by yourself, and so you see me sometimes like trying to force it, push it, and then clamp on there, it pulls it in, and I can just screw it and attach it. I'm not gonna make a new place for my pegboard for this stuff. So let's just throw this crash away. I will pick up a little bit, get organized, and then we're going to start installing the tiles. There's my assistant. Yo, assistant, get in here. We got some work for you to do. Clean this mess up. Yes, sir, I'm going to do whatever you want me to do. I'm going to do what you want me to do now. I'll pick up the trash. I'll pick up the trash for you. What else? Put that over there in the canoe? No, okay, I'll put that there. What else do you want me to do? What else? Piece of trash here. I'll pick that up too. Piece of glove. I'm going to fire that guy. He's not very, smart there, right? All right, let's keep going.
this light come on over here? Yeah, that light's on. I don't know if I showed you guys yet or not, but pretty sure I did. Oh, I got some straight lines already there. I'm about to install the self-adhesive tiles up there for the floor. I'm really excited about it. It's gonna look nice. This is like, that's so sturdy now. I'm really happy I did. Basically what I did is I created a subfloor. I'm really glad I did that. Now, I don't want to, you guys saw in the other video, I went ahead and tried out the floor. What do you call it? Basically it's like a floating floor. It's fake wood, basically fake hardwood flooring made out of vinyl, but it's 3 times or 4 times as thick as the stuff I'm going to use. And it's not self-adhesive, so it would kind of vibrate around when the truck is moving. Probably not a good idea. So I'm going to use a self-adhesive kind. And actually I realized that I would need at least 6 boxes of those, and it's a lot more expensive and a lot more heavy than the stuff I'm using. So this is a better plan. So we're gonna get to it right now. Camera set. Get some music on. Oh, hello ceiling. You don't want to videotape the ceiling, do you? There we go. That's all we need to do. Okay, before the music comes on, I'm explaining to you some things I gotta do. I need to vacuum this first. That's all. You guys saw in my other video, I went through and I made sure all the staples were down. I used a combination of staple gun, air gun type thing, and as well as screws. So I did both. I think it's really, I'm really happy with the way it looks. How strong it looks too. It looks really strong. I don't know what I'm saying. But anyways, back to what I was trying to say was, before I turn the music on and then you listen to great YouTube music, while I listen to the 80s, I'm gonna go ahead and find the center, and you guys know how to do that. Basically you take a line from each corner and draw a line. So I'll draw a line from here, probably using the chalk line. Chalk line from here to that corner, chalk line from that corner to that corner. That'll give me the exact center point, and then from there I'm going to create my horizontal lines as well as I already got my vertical lines, so I'm going to create horizontal lines so I make sure everything's square. So I don't want my pattern going crooked this way or this way. And they're self-adhesive, so you get one chance at this, not 2 or 3. You can't move stuff around, and then put your grout in. You gotta do it right the first time. So we don't need the screws. Put those away. Shouldn't need the hammer. Actually, I may need the screws to put something for the chalk line on. Yeah, I may have to use the screws. All right, time for music. Enjoy. Take like a 25-minute break maybe to eat and visit with my wife when she came home from work. Other than that, so it's 5 hours minimum. Took way longer than I thought. But I think it looks really good. I'm just not used to it right now, so I'm not sure what to think. My stomach tells me that it's too dark, but I think the contrast between the cherry dark stain and this vinyl siding that I'm going to be using, I think the contrast and all those three together I think will look really good. I'm going to go with the whitewash because my wife likes the white. So, but most of this will be covered up by the bed and the furniture anyways, so it's just really bright right now. I'm really glad that I followed the pattern guidelines on the back. Looks a lot better. You can see up in the corner where I used some extra pieces at the end there. I used some extra pieces, scraps, so I wouldn't waste full sheets. And you can see that the pattern's off. But it won't matter, that'll be covered by trim, etc. And by the cabinet, so. And by the bed. But, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get those. I'm gonna go get those planks, the vinyl planks. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and put them in there immediately. I want to see what it looks like. I'm looking up front right away. But I need to fill that in. I'm not gonna do a window there. And then this is gonna have trim. This piece this right here is gonna have a trim cap. So it'll be a 1-inch piece cap like this. It'll go all the way across. And it'll be probably a piece that goes along there too. So it'll close it all in. It'll look really nice. And I'm gonna do the same thing along the ceiling wherever I can, and along my seams, to tie everything in. Like along the base right there, but for the most part you're gonna have that furniture, those cabinets there. So, but I'll be trimming it out, make it look sharp, make it look nice. And then so that black marble is gonna go right here too. And there's no, when I'm done building these cabinets out, and there's not gonna be a whole lot of floor left to put tile on, so it's not gonna be very much. It'll be just basically a T shape right here, maybe here, because there'll be cabinets over there for the, sorry, it'll be the tanks over there, great tank and the water tank. So basically be an L. Yeah, well, I'm going to bed. I think it's 3 in the morning, and I want to keep working, but I'm in a lot of pain from kneeling. All that kneeling you see in the video that I did. I had to be on my knees in order to do it, and I'm done. I'm hurting, so I'm gonna take some medicine, some ice, sit in the recliner for a little bit, work on the video editing, and then off to bed. Alright guys, have a good night, and not too shabby, right? Right? Not too shabby at all. Guys, love you, appreciate you following me in this little adventure. More adventures to come, and man, I'm really getting bad at this Minnesota goodbye thing. Or actually, I'm getting good at it, which means I take forever to say goodbye. Right? Alright guys, love you, be good to each other. Good night. Turn the lights on. When's the flash go off? The flash on my video camera, boy. I don't know why. Who did that? Who turned the flash on? I turn it off. Shouldn't it be smart enough to turn off by itself now that the lights are on? Turn some more lights on and see. Oh yeah, looking good in here. No, flash is still on. Looks good in here. Look at that. Look how nice that looks. Extra layer of insulation as well. What are we gonna work on tonight, buddy? Huh? What are we gonna work on? Just for a few hours though. We're not gonna be here very long. Just a couple hours. Flashlights. Excuse me, the video camera lights still on. Guess I have to turn off the camera and then turn it back on to get it to shut off. Alright, let me do that. Here's a yawn. Camera where it goes. Goes. I even sounded like a northern person. The camera where it goes. Kipper, we're going outside. Out. We're going out. Yeah. So I was trying to get my dog used to the idea of climbing up the either the footstool cupboard thing or the stairs to get onto the bench. He wasn't getting the concept, but he sure was happy. You see how much his tail was wagging? And he's barking at me too. Just being cute as usual. So this is what the dog and I decided we needed to do. We needed to build a shelf inside this cabinet for a microwave / convection oven. And I'm about to start working on some tie-in pieces for the, 1x2 and 1x1 pieces to attach to. So on each side of the cabinet I have to measure a piece, a 2x2 piece that's going to fit around those posts I have in there for the 1x2s to attach to. So I'm screwing those in right now. I've already cut them, and I went ahead and already measured out. You saw earlier I measured the 1x2s, and I'm going to cut those in just about 2 seconds. I'm going to make sure they all fit. Here they are. I'm going to make sure they fit. And see here, that tie-in piece right there goes around those posts, so that way the pieces go all the way to the wall. And I'm just making sure everything fits. Now that I know it fits, it's time to do some sanding. it's recording? Okay, so now that all the pieces were cut and sanded, I needed to mark out where I needed to drill the holes. Not only the pilot holes, but the countersink holes. And I wanted to do that when they weren't inside the shelf, because you can imagine pretty hard to get that long drill bit inside the cabinet to do that. So I'm going to put them all where they go, and I'm pretty sure I numbered them so I know which ones went in which order. And then once I have them in there, I'm going to mark them to where exactly I should drill the holes. Where am I disappearing to? Well, that's easy enough. I am sanding off the burrs from the drill bit from the countersinking holes. I'm just running over to the sander real quick and running them across the fine sandpaper one more time. I'm about to get out a piece of sandpaper as well and smooth out the edges, which is the one thing that's difficult to do on the table sander, is get the edges a little bit more round. I usually do that by hand, and you guys see that when I grab a piece of I think it's 120 grit sandpaper and fold it up a bunch of times and round it over the edges. Too easy, right? Can call it a night. It's only been 4 hours, 5 hours. But took me a while. Of course, sanding takes a long time. So this is the shelf. I think I already told you this, but this is the shelf for the microwave / convection oven. I pulled everything out. I'm saying it's so Canadian of me, eh? Anyways, so I'm sliding that out so that I can work in here. We've pretty much decided, I believe, that we're not going to have a window. There's no, the window in the truck, the F-150s, the newer ones, they're really tiny. So having a pass-through window, I just don't see it's ever gonna happen. I mean, the dog could fit through maybe, but then why would we want to do that? So I think we're just gonna seal that up, insulate it, and then I'm also gonna pull the bench, as you know, isn't permanent yet. It's got a couple screws in just to hold the top. There's 2 pieces at the top and the bottom. I believe the bottom is completely screwed in, and I insulated it, if you guys remember. The top piece, I'm really hoping I didn't attach all the way in the back. I can't reach it now. I don't think I did. I think I just put a couple screws in there and a couple screws over here. So I've marked everywhere where it's going to line up, so I can put it right back. So I'm going to pull that out, and I don't know if you can see over there in the dark shop. Oh, yeah, pretty good. You see where the set of stairs that I made that are actually like little cabinets. That's, I made a standing table over there, so I'm going to start putting all the pieces over there and start staining them as we go along. Maybe it'll give me a little break and give me time to plot and plan more things that are happening with the trailer, the camper. Anyway, so I'm going to pull this out. I'm gonna pull that out and expose all this. And what I'm gonna do is attach my vinyl siding. So this is what we're using. This is what it's gonna look like. So it's gonna have a wood look too, which is why I told you, and it's gonna have a nice offsetting color there, the gray and the black. And then I'm gonna put trim around it with wood trim around it. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. That's the plan right now. The next thing I'm gonna do is pull the bench out, insulate that, spray foam it, get it all done, tighten up really nicely, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put the vinyl siding on there. The vinyl, what they call it? They call it vinyl paneling, vinyl panels or something like that. It's new to me. Just like the floor, I've never put in this peel and stick floor. And then, if you saw the beginning of the video, I was like, "Hey, I'm not too sure if this stuff is gonna work." It didn't seem very strong to me. And so I put the first piece down and I tried to move it, and it was not moving. It did not move. It's like glue. Well, it is glue, but you know what I mean? It's like the actual glue that you use when you use the proper vinyl glue. And yeah, it came out pretty nice. It's kind of nice. The gray, I think the gray is going to offset it really nice. And so I'm going to go ahead, I believe, and do this wall right here. Move this out. Do this wall right here. Get that done. May put a couple of trim pieces up there, but for now I'm going to wait on the trim until it's all done. And then I may go ahead and put the vinyl up on the front wall, because I'm having second thoughts about no windows over there. So, but I know for sure I'm not putting a window in the front there. So I'm going to go ahead and I think finish those walls up. And actually, I want to hang the lights that are going to go up there. Maybe a little tiny little shelf up there. So, you know, I'm starting progressing now where I need to, got to get my windows, because this isn't finished yet. You know, this still needs to be insulated and sided and oh, hello mosquito, time to die. Yeah, dead mosquito is the best mosquito. Anyway, time to get out of here. Yeah, it's not finished, and the reason why I told you before it's not finished is because I need my windows, I need my door. Ceiling's not done because I need my fantastic fan, I need my air conditioning. So I'm gonna have a sit down with everyone, meaning you guys, and talk to you about sponsors. And I have no clue as to how to do it. I'm learning, but I don't want you guys to think of me as a sellout, because if you know me as a person, I'm not. But this is a lot of work, and I'm on a limited budget as a disabled veteran. My books haven't sold as much as I need for them to sell. For example, I think I only made $12 last month in royalties. And I can't afford right now for marketing. Anyway, so this is all part of the plan of building my brand. And I'm gonna have a sit down with everybody and talk to you more about that. Maybe tomorrow or the next day. Some people have been commenting and saying I need to be more personal, make it more real for you guys. So I apologize if it hasn't been real enough, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to get a little more up in your face, and so I'm more reachable. I am a very reachable guy. I don't want you guys to feel like I'm snooty or something. But anyways, I'm learning about all this stuff. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to build a brand, and you need to build a brand to stay in order to be successful. And anything in social, you got to build a brand. And that includes authors. Authors, you got to build a brand now. More than 10,000 books are published every day, so it's a very competitive market. I'm going to build a brand so I can get an agent and get marketing and get my books turned into movies. That's the big plan. That's the big one. Anyways, for now, just going to keep working on this camper. Feeling blessed to be alive and thankful that God has kept me alive thus far with everything I've been through. Alright guys, I'm rambling, and I will talk to you tomorrow.
good night, good morning, whichever you prefer. Love you all. Be good to each other. All right. One more time, right? What do you think? What do you think of it so far? Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all, right, mates? All right.